Oh, it's starting again. I don't mind it. Is the stream running properly? Because I keep getting all sorts of errors. Seems fine. Okay, we can close that. Streaming should be okay. All right, how's it going? We're back. I'm a little bit sick. I keep coughing, so that might ruin the quality of the audio a little bit. But shit. Fuck. Got some Coke. Oh, that's not Coke. It's lovely. Pepsi Twist Zero. Ah. Amazing. Ah. Anyway, I was saying, this is not a professional stream by any means, so deal with it. Alright, I was coming in here. Yes, whoever I'm...
Mein Gott! Wo liegt das? Gepriesen sei der Herr. Tschüss, mein Freund.
Ooh.
To your health, my friend. Good evening, my friend. What do you need?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might
Cool
you
down.
be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I just have to get in there, understand? I have an important message for the king about a plot against him.
But why would you want to get to him as a waiter?
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it, so I have to be incognito. See?
I see. All right then. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. I didn't get round to picking it up, so go and see Schneider in the market.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not. Be with you.
I
Have a
was-
pleasant evening.
Surprisingly easy.
Something to eat. Thanks.
Hey, Mark. How's it going?
Look what I have for you.
Alright. So. In the king's waiter's clothes. Fantastic. Supposed to be a tailor. Yes. Probably this tailor. The only tailor. But he ain't seem to be working. Well, what if I look quick? That's a lot of stuff. Don't know if I need it. Leveled up in stealth. Let's see what we got.
you don't watch it. I'll get you. Ah!
They're fighting. Okay.
What?
Hey! Stop fighting!
Are any of you a tailor?
I'll hack your ass off!
Suppose it was nothing. What are you doing?
I'll be done with you in a flash!
They're still fighting. Baker, Townsman.
Slice them up!
There's no point looking for him at night. Alright,
You dead, you bastard!
Why did you do that? Shame on
that's
you.
useless.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
What's that?
I think I have a bed here. So I can just go to sleep. Yes. Very nice. Let's have ourselves a nice nap. Hope I don't run out of time. I seem to be fine.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
What's that?
You silly dog.
This guy needs to show the fuck up. When? 7 a.m.? Nope. $8 a.m.? You're not him.
God be with you, sir.
I'll have a look at your.
You are not who I want.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
Where is your boss? Unless this isn't the shop. Why can't I talk to the peasant?
What will it be?
Oh, he's selling soon. Well, there isn't another tailor.
We're now open!
Oh, there is.
Good morning.
No, you're a
Buy our
tailor.
fresh wares.
Shoes here! Shoe repair! Repair while you wait!
Hose! Colourful hose!
Are you?
What would you like this fine morning?
I hear one Franta cooldown is supposed to come and pick up new clothes from you.
Aye, the finest! I spent the best part of 2 weeks working on them, and damn near left my fingers on them as buttons. But it was worth it. With clothes like that, he wouldn't be ashamed to stand before the king himself.
As it happens, you hit the nail on the head. Franta asked me to pick up those clothes for him.
Really?
He gave me a certificate. See? It's got his name on it.
I was hoping he'd try them on one last time before final adjustments. But, very well then.
Oh,
I've got lots.
Tools here!
Hose! Colourful hose!
Fine day for some fine
Still got my shit that I sold him. He's got money? Yeah, he's got money. Can I not? There you go. The swords. And that shit's expensive.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
That should do it.
We've got enough to go around. Anything you need.
Oh, I hate being sick, man. Anyway, look at this fine fellow. Huh? Beautiful.
Great.
Pots for sale. Big, strong pots.
Hate it. You alright?
Not your day, eh?
The pillory for
I
the good,
apologize.
the gallows for the
Not
weak.
your day, eh? What did you do?
Nothing.
Really?
Were you expecting a different answer?
What if I freed you?
Next time before you do something so foolish,
How's it going? I expect that's not very comfortable on your back.
Fuck my back. I can hardly feel it anymore. But recently, some joker passed by and put a dead fish in my breeches.
Egypt. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's wrong with him?
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Remember who wants what?
That too, but more importantly, do not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss, and in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it. Right?
Yep. I will manage it, no problem.
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Wait, what's it?
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
We're gonna be a waiter for the King of Hungary. Pouring wine. A guest will order wine, either Togashi, which is white, or Monastery, which is red, by calling out to you and raising their hand. If you're unsure, you can ask them to repeat their order. On the table in the corner of the room, you'll find 2 pitchers of wine. Take the one that your guest wants to pour and walk to his table with the pitcher. Chat will activate the option to pour wine for him. After serving the guest, you can return the pitcher all the way to see if the next guest wants the same wine. Don't let them wait too long. Don't pour them the wrong order. Repeated delays or mistakes won't be tolerated. Yep, waiter sim.
There are the pictures of wine. Hopefully I won't
Our
splash
current
anyone's shoes.
Waffen-Arsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the army requisitioning
A cup of
from
red,
it.
and don't
Should
you
the
skip
town
on me.
reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing.
Come now, waiter.
That
I wanted red.
Hakenbücher.
Sir?
Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did
Thank
they
you,
get
waiter.
them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them.
I'm sorry.
Herrgott.
I
It is
wasn't
eine
paying
Schande
attention.
when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your
Waiter,
stubborn
get
heads
me white.
do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free.
Which
there
one?
are Raubricker everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend
sorry, sir.
yourselves with a few
Orders from
rusty
above.
halberds.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't give that guy because he gets drunk.
The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment.
Waiter, pour me
What have
red
he heard
wine.
you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
You can
Sir?
always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe
Not gonna mess
if
up.
he
I
waived
got one
some
thread,
of the
I got one thread.
taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We
Raining
can
heavy.
always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall
get a good
wait
entrance,
and
yeah.
see what His Majesty thinks about
Might
the
not
matter.
even
Maybe
come
we can
here.
change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
Waiter,
You mean
get me white.
baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
That's
So,
not a good
the
idea, sir.
cleanliness of the
This
city
is
like getting your
is
wine.
not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens'
Is everything
needs.
all right?
You're right, Jerome.
But there's nothing
But a
you can
woman
do
named
about
Betty
it.
has showed
Come
up from
closer.
Hutbrink and wants to repair the baths.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
No.
Take a... you know what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither
Okay.
a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the
Silver
baths,
stolen.
unless the Lord wishes to punish the
Nice.
wickedness that's going on in
Whose
there.
silver might
Keeping
this
the
be?
city clean is important, but we don't have money to spend. Arguing about
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Okay.
A trifle. Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
what nonsense. Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nars's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know,
Waiter, pour me
Gunslin
red wine.
absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're saying.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident.
Well, thank
you
the
were
Lord.
there, weren't you?
Oh, that's just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything.
So the next guy's gonna want
My
white.
ears must be deceiving me.
Watch this.
Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard,
Hawkeye,
true, but
and a full
in
cup.
this case it really was nothing.
I knew it.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. Thank you, Wayne. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is in.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
Hey, waiter.
If nothing
Pour me
happened,
some Takar.
there's no point in dwelling on
Takar.
it. Let's move on.
I'm
Man,
sorry,
that's two in a row.
Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth, Ulrich?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my
Well,
friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
I'm not keeping anything from
Uh,
but there's little
yeah, I
truth
had
to
it.
the rumors
I had it stopped.
circulating around the
But this
town.
is the last one.
Yes, Ruthard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get
I gotta wait
involved.
for it to go on this corner.
I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Ruthard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If you really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city
Waiter,
sword
get me
fighting school
one.
brought this custom to us. It's now run by the German Menhard.
3 in a row.
Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Forsucker. You act
Sorry?
like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a sword
hang around me. Vanish, you hear me?
We're not some old fishwives on the marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff. And that's that. There are more
Refill,
pressing
sir.
matters to
Do you
deal
think
with.
I come to the council just to guzzle wine?
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now, but if you disappear for a little while...
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
I threw out everyone who complains over a beer. I'd soon be out of customers.
Ah, the hell with it.
That was easy enough, and he wanted me to count the winged figures.
Ah, fuck. Okay, 1, 2. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think 18.
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh, I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine, blockhead.
Fuck you, man.
The cathedrals. The
Idiot.
building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a
Hey,
monastery.
waiter.
And they are going to
What was
Mokarol
the
mining
monastery
city.
wine?
Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a wall?
Sir?
going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work
You,
with the
lad.
siege?
You look familiar to me.
I get the
Have we
feeling
met?
there's something other than the welfare of the city
Well,
behind your
naturally.
complaints.
I go to your tavern almost every day.
Really?
What would that be?
Then you must have decent wages to be able to visit the best tavern in town regularly.
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral.
Waiter.
Just like you bought yourself
Don't be
a
red
seat
line.
in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're
mister?
not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, there would be
How long do I have to do this for, Bo?
ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Obrink.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out.
Hey,
Not
waiter,
long
pour me
ago,
some Takai.
the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
Sir?
Thank you, waiter.
Nice. The actual. Yeah. I'm gonna be so close to the king, I could just like stab him. If I had my weapon still.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Ruthard.
Couldn't they have gotten a Hungarian voice actor? I'm pretty sure that guy is not Hungarian and he's just trying to speak Hungarian. Like, that sounds like someone that doesn't know Hungarian trying to speak Hungarian. Because I know how it sounds when someone that knows how to speak Hungarian speaks Hungarian. And that was not it. I'm looking it up. ACD2 Sigismund voice actor. Yeah. Oh no, Czech language. Oh. English. English. Sigismund's likeness and voice in Czech language version is portrayed by Czech actor Ondrej Vecchi. In English language version, he is voiced by George Lenz. Yeah, it's just them two. So yeah, they didn't get a Hungarian. It did, it sounds off. Damn, he's ugly. What is that hair, bro? Wouldn't... If Aulitz is here, wouldn't he recognize Henry? Go pour the wine, Henry.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Okay.
Like this plan of falls!
At that time at Rabor's Fortress, okay. Okay, I played Goodwin again.
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying. See more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujitz parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject.
Alive?
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Kuttenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
Well, maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzig Kobyla, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
L'chaim.
Oh.
But how do you expect to reconcile their approaches?
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
So, be so kind as to enlighten me.
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court that I escaped execution.
Oh. I thought it was Henry who saved your neck.
My neck was not at risk in Malashov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal freedom restricted. But they never broke my spirit.
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
Okay. Right, Devil.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Do you have news? I'm not going to die.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Okay.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain... shortcomings?
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it.
We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Bocek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
What was Henry a waiter? You forget, you old man. It's because he's spying on fucking Sigismund. Let's see what his plan is.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Bocek of Kunststadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
A male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome.
I'll get on it then.
I wish us both luck.
Success to our plans.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Blah.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Bocek?
Not even Bocek.
I'd like to check your horses out. See if they're as good as you say.
Ha! Even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well. We have a new guest. I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
Oh, that's his dad.
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sasau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
You're exaggerating, like you've always done.
Me? Exaggerating? You're the one who turned my home into a house of ill repute. Your whores wandering around as if they owned the place.
Oh, actually, anything fun was strictly banned under your roof. But maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. Then maybe you wouldn't be such a bitter old grouch.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's... Honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
You don't know which end of that thing is up.
That will do. My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war, right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days? He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important, considering you and Alder are both pretty small players. After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me and tell me what it's all about.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
Well,
may I have a word with you, sir?
You? Anytime. With you, at least, there's some sensible conversation. Unlike this pack of conceited upstarts.
Have you got something against the Kuttenberg nobles?
Their forefathers lived up to their ears in dung. But thanks to the royal mines, they were born with silver spoons up their asses. And they think that can turn their blood blue.
But surely they're not all like that. And they are our allies.
Allies or not, someone ought to show them their place.
Young Lord Capon is finally free again. Let's hope he'll take better care of himself now.
He got a harsh lesson, but at least he might remember to lay off that tomfoolery of his for a while. But if not, war will make a man of him soon enough.
Do you think there's really going to be a war? I mean, a proper one.
I sincerely hope so. Whoever sits around risks nothing. It's time to get off our asses and take action.
What do you think about Jobst?
Are you testing me? Jobst called this assembly and he wants things to turn out well.
To turn out well for whose benefit, though? Some are up to their elbows in silver and blood, so others can live in freedom.
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And in the meanwhile, help the former to keep their losses to a minimum.
Godwin, you wouldn't be avoiding me. We didn't have much time for conversation on the way here.
With pleasure, sir. Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child. No one even imagined Divish would produce an heir at his age.
As they say, doesn't matter who kneaded the dough, as long as there's a pie in the oven.
Godwin.
Well, it could be a miracle. Praise the Lord.
Oh, that's Henry's kid, innit? Oops. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie doopsie.
What are you expecting from today's gathering, my lord?
Well, I have no great expectations. But, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint steps towards the future. As long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will be very unlikely to achieve any progress.
Well, it was before Teresa, okay? We weren't officially with Teresa yet. I was just, while I was, you know, walking around the region and helped the lady with some stuff. Had a nice, you know, night. And then, just, you know, went back to doing my things. And then eventually we got on dates with Teresa and then spent a night in the barn with her as well. So that, but that was after.
I couldn't help but notice your son has a bit of a talent for getting into trouble.
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little. Although, if they didn't pull each other out of trouble, God knows where they'd be now.
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path. I trust you're rightfully proud of him.
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though Henry chose a different path than he.
May God grant him eternal rest.
Can't talk to Dry Devil. What are you doing with that chicken, bro?
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't go into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
Have you fallen out with the Town Councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odoran's groom has eyes everywhere.
Oh, what happened? Oh, we're back. Why did the stream crash? Oh. An error. Okay. Good. It says sending data. It is working, isn't it? Hopefully. Oh yeah, read them. Oh, I can't. Oh no, they're sealed, innit?
What brings you here?
Fine.
What brings you here? God bless.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain in the arse, no? You might get thirsty.
Not really. What of it?
Shall we roll some dice? I'm sure you can take a little breather, eh?
Well, all right. But just for a little while. I'll wait at the table over there.
Yeah, you do that.
But he doesn't act like it, damn it.
Idiot. Fucking idiot. Yes, let's play this.
Don't be a coward. Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. Like this.
Damn.
God grant you health, sir. God bless.
Finished.
Of course.
Your turn.
What do I get? What do I get? Nothing great.
Well, that's no great loss. You didn't have much anyway. Alright, that'll do.
God be with you.
What do you think? Ooh.
Like this.
It's close. Get a bust. No, you get another one. Score?
Here.
No, you throw again. You don't want to take 400. 5, you gotta take 5.
That'll do me. Roll.
Figured. Alright, no worries, no worries. I do, however, get a shit ton of points. 800. So, thank you for the game.
Kurva! Why do I even play?
I know. Crazy, huh? Greetings, Master God. Right, Miss Anna.
Hold on in.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet. You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our efforts.
I'm gonna get fucking hammered. Godwin is gonna get hammered. Hammered.
Sir Kunzlan, I haven't yet had the pleasure.
You're Godwin, aren't you?
Oh dear.
Have no fear. I know Martin well, and I know he's prone to exaggeration.
I expect you know Lady Anna of Waldstein well.
Why wouldn't I? She's joined at the hip with my daughter Rosa.
I hope she doesn't feel unwelcome here. I've heard she's a bit of a thorn in the side for some of the gents here.
To her own relatives, certainly. But I'll tell you one thing. I knew her husband, Wenzel, and he married her out of love.
and I cared for him devotedly till the day he died.
So it's not true what they say? That his demise was convenient for her?
Vile slander. People just can't forgive her for coming into a fortune as a young widow.
Will you support Margrave Jobst's plan?
That depends on what it is. If he decides to just wait, then no.
Do you think we should look for help somewhere else?
I came here
Yeah,
for
I
one
was looking
reason
at that
alone.
as well.
To hear a plan of attack against Sigismund. If Jobst doesn't lay one out before me, I'll try and find someone more courageous.
What do you think of the rabbi's offer? The Kuttenberg Jewish community is large, and their support could change everything.
Or nothing. To be honest, I've no idea what to expect of the rabbi's offer.
He said he was interested in an alliance, though, didn't he?
Aye, but still he must be aware that whatever happens, it won't change the lot of his people.
So you don't trust him?
And isn't it natural? It's not just faith in the walls of their quarter that separates us. They live in our city, but they're more foreign than the Germans or the Hungarians. God be with you.
Fucking drunks.
Your Grace.
Certainly.
Godwin.
Ah, now I remember. Forgive me, there...
Lord Liechtenstein asked me for help. But if you'll allow me, sir, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Indeed.
Do you still think the Lords will agree at the end of the day? I'm beginning to lose hope.
That's the way of politics. Some are persuaded by silver, some by a well-chosen word. Others are convinced by tempting promises.
And if none of that does the trick?
Such cases usually end in quarrels between former allies, while the enemy is laughing up his sleeve.
I wasn't expecting to meet the Rabbi of Kuttenberg here.
Really? Half of Kuttenberg has accumulated debts with usurers that they cannot repay, or even do not intend to. The Rabbi knows his people are under threat, and that Sigismund will not protect them if something should befall, similar to what happened in Prague.
So they naturally took a stance against Sigismund.
What's more, if Wenceslas regains the throne, they can expect him to reward them.
Your plan, if I may be so bold, has a few gaping holes. Sigismund may attack anywhere and any time. And we have no way to defend ourselves. You want to wait. Fine. But you should at least give some assurance to the Lords that they'll live to see it through.
You amuse me, Godwin. I know you mean well, but try to look at it with cold reasoning.
I'd reason better with an army at my back.
Do you realize how much such an army costs?
And if a way could be found?
Before that happens, Sigismund will take his shoes off and head off to Rome barefoot.
John of Liechtenstein is acting in your interest, isn't he?
That was the original agreement.
But it was you who sent him to Kuttenberg, wasn't it?
True. But I certainly never told him to hole up in the Jewish quarter and pursue his own private plans there. And by doing so, he put both himself and our common interests in jeopardy.
Whatever, man.
You seem a bit out of sorts. Anything wrong?
Oh, these grand aristocratic assemblies are nothing for me. I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went and what my boys have to do next.
But then you'd miss all the grub and the booze. Let's hope young Lord Capon manages to stay free for a while longer. Ever since leaving Rattay, he's gone from one pile of trouble to another.
That's one thing you can always count on him for. I'll gladly wager with you he'll end up in some other shit by evening.
Oh, yeah.
God forbid.
In that case, it'll be up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't leave him to disgrace himself in front of Hanush.
A lot of people think the wealthy burghers will stick with Sigismund, whether out of fear or convenience.
Well, that's to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city council under his thumb, no one will rock the boat.
Well, at least there's a few individuals here.
Sigismund confiscated his castle and half his estates, not to mention that his son was killed in the siege of the city. He's nothing but a bloody fraud.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips, and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not, we've gained other patrons for our cause too.
Really? Name at least one of those lunatics then.
Anna of Volstein, for instance.
Truly? Well, let's see about it then.
I wouldn't mention the word lunatic.
All right. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund?
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain too, eh? On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our alliance.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice.
Fuck. Sake. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, is it? What the fuck? Let me find Hans first. Oh. I wanna talk to Hans about it first before I go to Hanush.
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place. There's some old bat standing there with two young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good. Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs. Wait till Hanush hears this. Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink.
To your health.
Oh. Man. Hey, Sir Hanush.
Look at that.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
Young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter pregnant, I'll have his hide. I'm not going to support some bastard.
You misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged the betrothal. I mean, with your blessing.
You arranged a marriage for my ward? Just like that? With who?
With the niece of Sir Bocek, Lord of Kunstadt. Her name's Yitka.
Bocek of Kunstadt? Godwin, you conniving old bastard.
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. And let's drink to it, shall we?
Bro, I can't drink so much.
Cheers!
Cheers to you!
I'm gonna get fucking hammered.
That's exactly why we mustn't push.
Sir Bocek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain.
Thank you.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink.
Thank you, but I'd rather not drink. The evening has just begun.
Sorry. Apologies.
I'm still hoping it works out.
Oy. I mean, I don't got that much shit on us.
And we walk out of here.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what...
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink.
No, you couldn't, honestly. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom before this movie.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
Yes! The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Woo! Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords.
What's that?
And
Oven-baked
our words
chips.
will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Let's go! Woo! 50% less fat. Good stuff. Oh, you can't hear it. You good, Capon? Marriage! Soft ones, they're not, they're very crispy. You just can't hear it on the mic. Because it cuts off. Very crispy. See that? Oh, back at Henry. Gotta serve more wine, bitch.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, All you have to do is make sure the city rabble get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else.
Delicious.
The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly, we have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Otherin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take control of the and Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp's nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret.
Give me a sword, I execute both of them right here. Okay, the king.
And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king. You did a good job, waiter. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, Your Majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderin, we can handle Ruthard easy. Rabosch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Rabosch falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
What he says for a
Not so
sec.
fast, my friend.
He probably just failed.
It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already, and they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see.
Why am I in front of
Soon
him?
we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Later that evening at Rabosch Fort. Sigismund said some already set off towards here, no? Fuck me. Who farted? I farted. Sham.
Tempora mutantur et nos mutamur inis.
You drank too much, good win. Alright. Need some marigold. Need some marigold. Pass. This is hangover, isn't it? Maybe not. It's just drunkenness. What am I doing? Talk to Liechtenstein and celebrate with the guests.
Not the girls, or the piglet.
How'd you like her wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court, the king himself had wine delivered for his table.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if you'd only known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best barrels! Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence. Give me a hundred.
Alright, whatever.
The piglet. Fuckings for beggars. I'd rather eat well.
Having a good time?
He's a fucking bore. These old farts here have no idea what fun is.
Well, what are you missing? There's wine, food, even a few females worth the sin.
I'd rather have a game of dice.
Well, let's have a game then. But for what?
For coin.
Since it's yourself, I'll wager 20 groschen.
Now that's a pile of coin. Just enough for a warm beer and a cold wench.
Let's go. We win again. I gotta win again. Gotta be on a hot streak. Not looking good. Not looking good so far. $400, we'll take it. I'm farting, okay. Drunk farts. Alright, I'm ahead by 50.
God be with you, my friend.
Stop farting, Goodwin. $400 again. We're on a roll. Ah, blah. Okay. Who's got a dog? Got a 500. 1300. I gotta roll. Need another.
God be with you, my friend.
Ah, 150. Are you fucking me? Ah, I just hope he doesn't get 500. Please don't get 500. So far, so good. Small rolls. Okay. Small rolls. And bust. Nice. And bust. Come Come on, just don't bust on the first throw and I win. I win. GG! G fucking G.
Want to roll some dice?
Sure.
Playing for coin's a bore.
Well, I might have something. But you'll have to bet at least 20 groschen against it.
And what might that be?
Let's keep it a surprise.
Sure.
What the hell?
You bet it.
Gotta get 3 out of 3, eh? See what his secret surprise is. Probably gonna be some bullshit. That's a lot of twos. That's a lot of twos. Jesus. Oh, so close to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that a 666? Oh! A carrot!
You can dip that rotten carrot in lard and ram it up your dry arse.
I was just having a laugh with you. Lighten up a bit, eh? But if you don't like your prize, hand it over here.
Here you are.
Ah, you've got no imagination. It's not for eating, but it still has uses. Like I could shove it down the back of the cousin's shirt.
I under...
How come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush? Raise an army, prepare a wedding feast and all that?
All hail Jobst. He sorted things out here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I wanted to give him. But you know how it goes. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. He's still young and full of piss and vinegar. I'm too old and fond of my comfort.
Did you at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take place?
Nothing to discuss. The wedding will take place at our castle Lititz, of course. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and that still wouldn't be much.
Ah, but there are 2 castles in Rattay. I'd bet my right arm old Hanush will want to have the wedding there.
What? In Rattay? Well, I ought to look into that then.
But deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger anymore.
Everyone's drunk.
Have you ever thought about getting married again? It would make a lot of things easier.
You couldn't think of a fancier name?
At least you can tell by the name.
Just tell by that chicken. Hey, bro.
You get it, Father. Please, call me Rabbi, Lord Capel.
Oh, whatever. Fuck it.
And you should not curse either.
See? You talk exactly the same.
I'm filled with grief. You in need of something, my well-oiled friend.
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Well, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only there's nothing to drink.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. I had my eye on him all evening and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs.
You can bet on it.
I don't doubt it.
I gotta find some better wine.
So you're right about Sigismund. The sooner he's gone. But it's going to take time to raise an army. Until then, Sigismund will wait his last.
They won't. Come here.
Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us. O Angel of Christ, Holy Guardian and Protector of my soul and body, forgive me every transgression which I have committed this day, and deliver me from every craft of my enemy and adversary. May I not anger my God by any sin. The Lord Almighty grant us a peaceful night and a perfect end. Amen.
What? I'm talking about fucking singers, mate.
Come on, someone will see us.
Hey? They won't.
Right. Alright.
Good wine on the table is a compelling
Gotta find some wine. That's closed. Some good wine.
Get rid of him that easily. Everyone's being too hopeful.
I spent half the day scrubbing that floor.
Now we're talking. That's for food, though. Take the food. Take some red.
The red'll be good, I hope.
Uh-oh.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudhart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you feed it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Enemies.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Otto Wombergo.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
I fucking knew it as well, though. I fucking knew it.
Jesus! The surviving Christopher can't make it on his own.
And you'll get another right away! Take that fucker out, damn it! No one's had it! Yeah.
Not once
I bled. Who hit me in the back? What the fuck? Is that Henry? Yeah, it's too late. Too late, Henry! Henry. It's too bad. Let's go, Henry! I gotta put my... There we go.
Quick!
Let's go!
Whoa, whoa. You're dead. Let him on nicely.
I gotta sneeze. See, I wouldn't be good in war. I just start sneezing in the middle of battle, bro. They'd be like, hold on, enemy. I must sneeze.
I'll sort you out nicely.
Keep it up.
You're a match for me, peasant.
Hey, Hans.
Are you gonna get to the task or not?
Come to me, someone!
You're done here, Horsens.
Die another day. As good when you saved your brother. I was Henry, but
That
we'll
was
take it.
a close shave.
A little too close. Oh, fuck me.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Henry!
Godwin.
How did you get... Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
Hans? Oh, Hans was here, I saw him.
Where did they go? Back to Rattay?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan. But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while.
Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace. She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. And they almost killed my brother.
But only almost. Good work.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing. Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I won't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghow took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
Markvart bragged about it to Sigismund, and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Raborsh in return.
When he sees what von Berghow did with it, he'll shit himself.
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Tell us about it. We were neck deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat. Trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund.
Well, are you surprised? Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
How long do you want to hide from Sigismund?
Until my broken bones mend. Or I kick the bucket.
They brought me to Suchdal half dead too. 2-3 days, you'll be as good as new.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall.
They're our allies.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment.
Right.
Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know. I'll be with Chris.
Well, at least it was over. No, you almost took Hinnerkopf.
Off.
Good to see you both.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. You'll be more useful if you stay here and... Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. This is a nightmare.
Rip. Rip.
Did I not tell you you should not come here?
You?
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes two of us.
Just tell him.
I talked to Godwin.
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How the...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Are you sure? we look the same age, and Martin lived with me and Ma as long as I can remember.
When I was born, he was already long gone. Maybe we are not even a year apart.
And what does that make us then?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Proof perhaps that both your god and mine have a sense of humor. You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
What's a Gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come. And Liechtenstein already knows about it too.
Very well.
Let's not waste time.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean.
Could you stop blabbering already?
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way.
Are you coming too, Sir John?
Of course.
Do you think that's a good idea?
I'm not. But I'm not just going to sit here and wait.
All right, then.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Peresh, can we go any faster?
Settle down, son. If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
And everyone else too. Don't forget that.
You seem to care an awful lot about these people, sir.
Are you surprised? It's all my fault. If they weren't helping me...
That droid of Sigismund, may his name be erased, would have found some other excuse to get rid of us.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe we could make the horses go a little faster? At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
Samuel, what was the story with your mother and Martin?
Do you really want to talk about this right now?
It may be the last chance we get. We could both be dead in a while.
All right. But like I said, I never actually knew Martin. He once came to Kuttenberg and fell in love with my mother. But she is the daughter of a rabbi. Obviously, she could not marry a goy.
And tonight, you will see why.
If you want, Mame will surely tell you more, if we can get there in time.
And we better hurry up.
All right. Schnell! Schnell!
Let's get it! Let's get it! Get it! It's quite far away, isn't it? I could have chosen to do that non-fast travel. That's crazy.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sheol.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
Of course, the Jews know
What
about the
a
secret
blessing
tunnels.
it is to have found the passageway. We all would, but it has been decided as punishment for
Yes.
our
Kill
many
our
sins.
savior.
What did you just say?
Nothing. I'm just blabbering.
Not racist. It's
Say
just
that again. Loud and clear.
You know what?
pointing what's happening, innit?
Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up. I could have. My arse is getting numb.
Baseball, huh?
Halt! I heard something.
So, do you hear anyone?
If they manage to get all the way here, it is all over.
No, I think... I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving. We should split up here. Me and the rabbi will go this way to the shul. We have to take the Torah and warn everyone.
What about us?
You keep going straight ahead and then to the left. You'll get right to the King Solomon Tavern. Gather up all the secret documents and wait for us.
Shouldn't someone come with you, just in case? How about Kubienka here? Henry and I can handle it.
Well, if you insist.
Was that all the contempt you could muster up?
Well, good luck. We'll see you up there.
This way, Henry. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
How can a few pieces of parchment be that important? And what do they contain, anyway?
Nothing very pleasant for the most part. Who hates who? Who could be blackmailed with what? Who's hiding where and why? In short, nothing I can afford to lose. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now?
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time. Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I'll go upstairs and see if anyone is still there.
I hope so. If they took anything from down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
Nick? Murderer. Am I just killing everyone? Search. Search and secure. Okay. And nothing here.
Never saw him come out. Bugger this, not a damn thing here. Did we go...
A lot of guys there. I'm just gonna take that. Okay, I don't think sneaky. I think we go in. Guns blazing. Unless put it downwards. Pickpockets gloves. Take those. Those be better. My knackers gloves. No. They killed everyone, man. All the Jews are fucking dead.
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right.
Sam, you're back already? How does it look outside?
A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the tavern too.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them. What about your mother? Is she alright?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
I'm really sorry about your friends. We got here too late.
There was nothing you could do. Benavis Amardes. This Eric is really pissing me off. I've never laid eyes on him, yet I cannot wait to wring his neck.
There'll be plenty of time for that later. We have to go now.
I'm sure Mama is waiting for us.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway.
But sir, if any more of them come here,
I can take care of myself. God be with you.
I don't think he's gonna be able to take care of himself.
They climbed over the wall. One of them must have hit me.
Get up. We have to get to the shul fast. Can you walk?
I can't.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Henry, go and get Mummy. She will be in that house on the left. Bring her here.
What's the matter? Where's Sam?
Don't worry, ma'am. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott, what happened to him?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded. Let's go, now.
Wait! Who are you and...
My name is Henry, and I'm a friend of Sam's. I was the one who warned him Sigismund was coming for you.
Thank you. I just hope we can escape before...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back, it might be safer there.
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe. Now run!
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyards. Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them! Baruch Hashem, they're gone. We have to keep going. Through the yards.
What a fucking snipe. I absolutely deleted that guy.
That is Judith and Lev. Can you help them?
No! Oh, I got him. Okay, the bow is faster, so I'll keep the bow.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
You're no match for us!
Lastly, or you'll be sorry! Ha. Sehr gut.
Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? Rather slaughter women and the defenseless? Let's go! What's going on up there?
Go inside. Quick. It's a fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone.
Eric!
There they are. Well, now we're really fucked.
Mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back.
For how long, though?
As long as we need to.
Let's fucking go! But that's a lot of guys.
Get him! Best time down! Show what you're made of!
Take my steel!
Show you!
Come on! Everyone's inside!
Henry!
I was enjoying that. Feel like 7 or whatever. Yeah. One-man army.
Got more in me. Let's go. It's this way.
But that was quite fun.
Damn. That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
Bella bosta.
Where's Miriam?
Noch dem was. Thank you, Henry, for everything.
Don't worry.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, lad. I thank you.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Mein Gott, boy. Have you not helped us enough already? Now we have to manage on our own.
I know this might not be the best time, but... do you think we could talk about Martin?
What? You know my Martin?
I do. He's, well... he's my father.
Bori Hashem!
I mean, not actually by blood. But he raised me.
Mein Sis Kindele. Tell me. How is he?
Dead.
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh. Tehena Shutsura Rabitsroir Hayem.
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma. Well, they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
I'm sorry I don't have better news to give you.
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died before he could meet Samuel.
Is everything all right?
Yes, do not worry. We were just talking about Martin.
But why would Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a Goy is Isur Deoraisa. Forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other, until one day, I was ubore.
That means pregnant.
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town. But there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a Goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me all night. Then it went schlag auf schlag.
Did Martin not go looking for you when you suddenly disappeared?
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Kolin. But he did not find out anything at all.
If only he had gone all the way to Prague.
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough. Father would have hidden me somewhere else.
And what about you?
No. My father called me a widow, so I stayed a widow.
And he didn't try to find anyone else for you?
You know he did, but it never worked out. I made sure of that.
And did you ever go looking for Martin?
I asked around, but no one remembered anything. Or they chose not to. That was probably my father's doing too. And I could not just leave and go looking for him around the world. I had to take care of Samuel.
All right.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. So I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I'll keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but... well, I never thought I'd have a brother, even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother.
Almost brother.
If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen. I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourself, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
Okay. Where are we? Just outside Gutenberg. Okie doke. Go and have a shave, is what I say. How am I healing? Oh, because I got a fucking perk that I heal up to 75 in it. Nobody recognizes me. I just fought a war in this fucking city, basically. Alright, well, you know where I'm going now. I am gonna go over here. Right over here. Oh, it's closed. Hello? When do you open? Hey, bro. Yo, Mutt, are you doing good?
Boy.
Been a while. I was a little busy, innit?
Look what I have for you.
Drop that meat on his head. Alright, maybe they open at 8. I'll go to the bathroom. Well, hopefully they open.
My respects.
Nice out today.
They open. Still closed, eh?
Excuse
It
me.
happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Oh, it's open. Oh, it's not. Hello.
What are you barging in here for?
I want to use services. Problem is now, yeah, because hardcore is out, I just kind of lost interest in this. And I just kind of want to get into the hardcore, you know? Where's the fucking...
Good morning.
I need a bath.
And what?
I need my wounds treated and my clothes washed.
Great.
I'll gladly pay you.
Great.
Masochist. No, but this is too easy. The base game is too easy. It's just made for you to enjoy the story.
I bandaged that wound for you, sir. You should be more Christ! Pardon me.
Alright. Stibor! My guy!
A cut and a shave, please.
My guy! You know what I'm here for. There you go. That's what I'm here for. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I will keep this. Might be attractiveness. Excuse you. Henry
Come back
looks
anytime.
great.
I can do all sorts.
Baldy. You can't even tell. I got this
That's a good one.
on me head. Huh. Tell Lady Rosa how you got on in Malishal. Yeah, where was that? That was in here now. I swear that was in Kuttenberg. Why is that not? Where is she? She busy somewhere? Herring. What the fuck is that? What is that perk? That's not a thing that I have. What is that? The blue thing at the bottom. You see that? There. The blue thing next to the clean shaven. What is that? I can't tell what it is. It's not here in my buff. I don't know. Don't know. Too small. It's too small for me as well. And for you, yeah, it's even smaller. And it's like 3 people or three heads. I don't know. Something like that. What happened to the music? Oh man, this road trip that I just took in like, what, 20 seconds? That's gonna take me like 20 minutes in hardcore. Because there's no fast travel. I'm gonna need to take this fucking road, learn, just go through all these forests and shit. With no map, no compass, nothing. Hey, Zizka. Hey, what are you doing here, Vauclin?
What do you think of our band of outcasts?
Well, I cannot say I expected to end up in this kind of company. I am more used to royal courts, but a man must accept his destiny as it comes.
What do you think of Zizka?
Le Chevalier Jan? Well, he's not doing badly for a minor nobleman, but I think he will never be accepted among the higher nobles and knights. That takes a lot more. Mark my words.
I can't get Catherine out of my head. I'm sure you have more experience of love than me. What do you make of her?
Ah, you're right. But for my taste, Mademoiselle Catherine is of somewhat age vintage. Though, I have to admit she's full-bodied and fragrant.
That's not really what I meant. Why is a woman like her with us?
Là est la question. I had the feeling something terrible happened to her in the past.
So do I.
I have no idea. But she's fond of you, if you ask me. Try asking her, and maybe something will come of it. L'amour.
Oh, come on.
I am a good judge of people, trust me. L'amour.
There's no l'amour. It's with Zizka.
What do you think of Sir Hynek?
Ah, le diable sec. A capable chevalier. But I do not trust him very...
You think so?
My instinct rarely lets me down.
How do you get on with Janos and Adder?
Oh, those two. Once in Kuttenberg, I also had a servant who pretended not to understand me and thought I did not understand him when he spoke German in my presence. But he was wrong. He is no longer my servant.
How do you get on with Sir Hans?
Oh, young Lord Chapon may be inexperienced and hot-headed at times, but he's one of the few here who knows how to play chess. Needless to say, he has not managed to beat me yet. Godwin and Zizka can also play. And that devil in press clothing beat me. Merde.
Have you met Godwin?
The priest who is very skilled with a sword. In addition, he can play chess, and in drinking wine, he beats even the best Frenchmen. A man of talents.
Have you had the chance to meet my half-brother yet?
Samuel. It is strange that he joined your... our group. It is not usual for his, people.
What do you think of Kubienka?
A good warrior. But he has no morals and no manners. Like all mercenaries.
Well, I don't think he cares much about that.
And that is just the problem.
Tell me, how did the siege of Kuttenberg go?
Ah, mon ami, poorly, poorly. But what could I do? After all, I had to live up to my reputation. And at the time, it did not look hopeless at all. I thought it would be enough to stall Sigismund for a while before the Allied army arrived. And that would not have been so difficult.
Only no army arrived.
Précisément. The hope for a swift end melted away, and the courage of the burghers along with it. I, who fought in 5 countries, was relieved of command, arrested, and handed over to Sigismund.
My thoughts, funny.
What other countries have you fought in?
In Italy.
It's French.
Against the English, here of course. And I will tell you about the others another time. In the meantime, however, I can pass on some of my experience to you. After all, I am not getting any younger, so it is time to pass my wisdom on to future generations.
I'd like to learn.
It will take some time, and a few groschen, mon ami. Acquiring my art came at great cost, so I cannot pass it on for free. Especially now, when I have been injustly stripped of my possessions. What would you like to hear?
When we were fleeing Malashov, your skill in the saddle was plain to see.
Bien sûr. You cannot travel across half the world and not know how to ride.
My word.
I cannot say, but
I must admit that I sometimes surprise even myself with my knowledge. On my travels, I learned that great men can do many things. So pay attention. Allons-y, mon ami. Let us not waste any time.
Yeah, he doesn't talk funny. He just talks. He's like French, and he speaks as a French person.
Greetings to you two.
Asha, hair. The fuck are these guys? Capon.
Henry, you have no idea how glad I am to see you alive. I was really worried about you. I prayed to Our Lady the Protector to watch over you in Kuttenberg. It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice at all. Lots of violence and death, countless foes. We could have easily kicked the bucket any moment.
God damn! What happened there?
It didn't look so bad at the start. We actually arrived in time and urged everyone to flee. But some of Eric's cutthroats got inside the tavern and murdered everyone there. Before we'd finished with them, a great mob gathered outside and struck against the gate. And it fell.
Oh, fuck! That sounds like a right massacre. God damn it. I should have gone there too.
I'm always glad to fight by your side. But you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it. All we could do was try to hold back Eric's people as long as possible. See, there's a hidden tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking tunnels! Ugh. But thank Christ for them. What about Liechtenstein?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents of his out.
Praise God. He's from an old and glorious house. It'd be a dreadful pity if he got left behind. The main thing is you got out. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to thank you properly for coming to Malashov for me.
No need to thank me.
I beg to disagree, my brave and faithful companion. First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me. And secondly, I have something here for you. A hunting bow that has no equal in the province. I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe.
I'm honored. Please enlighten me, O noble sir.
According to legend, this bow belonged by right to Margrave Jobst of Moravia, who, however, was not worthy of it. And so, fate decreed that it fell into the hands of a proper knight.
What are you saying?
When I found out that Jobst would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow and it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than you.
That is certainly just.
It'd be great to try that bow out right away. Wine, bacon, wine, the deep woods, a quiver full of arrows, wine, shoot some deer and celebrate with wine.
We only went hunting together once.
Yeah, but it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. But first duty, then some fun, eh?
Yeah, why are you saying, yeah, I have that. What? Skill. Combat? That's right. Against all odds. Ah. Oh yeah. Yeah, but I'm not fighting right now, so I shouldn't have that. Oh, it doesn't make sense. Man, this... How do you level up your speech? Bro. Because max level is 30. I'm at 24. And I've done so many side quests. And just talked to so many people. And I'm still not even close to max level. And on hardcore, you learn slower. So, what the fuck?
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck.
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next.
Well, Samuel said he wants to be around for that, and we should wait for him.
I see. But if he's gone to Colin, he won't be back till tomorrow. Oh well. At least we'll have time to get everything ready.
All right.
Tomorrow. No, what am I supposed to do till tomorrow? What you guys got down here? Robber Baron's Brigandine. Oh, shit. Oh, but now I have it. Copper plate. Copper jug. Pictures. Kinds of stuff. Innkeeper, where are you?
A lot more wood than one. Greetings, what do you need?
Show me your wares.
Don't buy. You're kind of poor. You are kind of poor. I'll tell you this. Got the other thing. Give me some night pot.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Very well. Zizka, you need a bath. So you know. Fix my shit up. Blur. Marks. At Taylor's. Oh yeah, it gave me a bow. Let's see. Hunting bow. Yeah, it's just worse than my way worse. Ah well. What it is. What are you reading, bruh?
What do you make of this Brabant fellow?
He's unquestionably a remarkable knight. He rambles on a lot, though. My head nearly burst listening to him sometimes. Although it was better than being stuck there alone. Otherwise, he seems to me like a bold and worldly gentleman, if a little obsessed with wealth.
I honestly can't stand him. He's as full of tales as an old fishwife, and half of them sound very unlikely indeed.
No one's perfect. As for his constant chatter, you have to learn how to shut him up, and ideally not get locked up in one room with him. On the other hand, when Sigismund invaded, he could have easily just stepped aside and kept his nose out of it, and he'd still be sitting pretty in Miskovitz. Instead, he did the opposite and defended the town. Give him a chance to prove himself. You'll see for yourself.
I'll believe it when I see it. How'd you like Devil's Den?
Well, it's better than the Malashov prison, but not much.
Aren't the beds soft enough for...
I'm more bothered by how small the place is, but at least I can go for rides around the area.
Where'd you go for those rides?
Well, not very far, just from... Oh, damn. What's the place called? Horshan? Aye. From Horshan to Bohunyevitz and back. Why go to the ends of the earth when there's so much to see here? I found a nice hunter's camp in the forest beyond Bohunyevitz. It's not exactly close, but it's quiet at least.
Oh, Christ almighty. You haven't started poaching again, have you?
You could say that. This girl from Bohunyevitz took me for a lovely... ride?
Oh, that's enough. Spare me the details. What happened when von Bergov hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. It was a bit better in Malashov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was traveling with von Owlet's minions. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way.
What did they do with you in Malashov?
Nothing much, actually. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Bergov came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room. It's a good thing you got me out of there.
Well, what was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there, well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and...
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards. And above all, no secret passages.
Great. I'm really looking forward to this new castle of yours.
You can be the castellan or something. I'll even have a forge built. So
they didn't let you out at all?
No. They let us walk around the fortress a bit. We even went out for a ride twice, but they watched us like hawks. But most of the time we were in that room. Like I say.
What did von Bergov want from you?
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they could just throw you in some hole. They behaved fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information. About Radzig and Hanush, and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have on the field.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were gone.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit. And then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. Well, the main thing is, you're alive and kicking.
Indeed.
So this is a popinjay contest, is it?
There's nothing to it. It's actually pretty simple. You have to shoot down the strawbirds on the range faster than your opponents. Whoever shoots down the most wins. Any idiot can understand the rules, but so if you're not feeling too sure, you'd better see how you get on with the beginners first. You may not win as much because the stakes are lower.
I'd like to enter the shooting contest.
I assume you know the rules, so why not? So what will it be?
Better a longbow.
Right. Now, do you want me to look around for beginners or more advanced archers? Of course.
Yeah.
Let's not overdo it.
Right. But these fellows ain't going to compete for nothing.
Wait, let me see how much I have.
Now you're talking. I'll fetch the lads. Get in line. Now.
1, 2, 3.
What a shitty day. It's too windy.
It's fine for me, man. Oh, I missed that one.
Still no luck.
Shit. Look at that one. Nice. Nice.
Still no luck.
Nice. Nice.
What a shitty day. It's too windy.
I cannot hit that one, bro. It's fun though. Better than just aiming at targets. Aim for birds.
Shitty day. It's too windy.
Suck, bruh.
Good shot. There's no way I'd let you anywhere near my chickens.
Thank you. Let's go again. What the fuck? It disappeared. It's gone. What the fuck? I wanna go again.
I'm at your service, sir.
They're all fucking drunk. What is this guy, bro? Fucking kid, what the fuck?
I apologize.
Łożyszka. If one's playing dice. What the fuck? When did you get here?
I'd like to enter the...
Back again? But if you intend to be... So what will it be?
Better a longbow.
But you have to have one first. Look, I'll provide the arrows. No shooting for you.
I have a bow. What are you talking about? What? It's not a good enough bow for you, bro.
I'd like to...
But if you intend to meet everybody again like last time, so what will it be?
Let's try the bow.
Right. Do you want me to look around for beginners?
Oh, experienced.
I reckon I could take on a couple of your crack archers.
Right. But these fellows...
Wait, let me...
Now you're talking. Get in line.
Smelter, huh?
Let them fly.
I miss.
That was just a practice shot. It doesn't count.
Get the easy ones first, bitch.
Well, fuck me if that bird ain't tethered in place. Can't even think straight today.
This is your experienced archer. You missed every single one. Oh, I'm not hitting that one, am I? Hey, I got the one. Nice. I missed one. I only missed that one. Oh, he missed every single one.
One bird after another knocked down. My compliments. Here's your winnings.
Thank you.
There he is, okay. This time he didn't disappear at least. Marksmanship. Give me your master.
I'd like to enter...
But if you intend to meet everybody again like last time, watch out. So what will it...
Let's try the...
Right. Do you want...
Bring me the local champions.
Right. But the...
Wait, let me see...
Now you're... Everybody, form a straight
Ah, you gave me the other spot now. This is my unlucky spot.
And loose.
Everyone lost when they were here.
Give up. You don't stand a chance.
You sure about that?
Shitty day. It's too windy. What a shitty day. It's too windy. Yes. Down you go.
You're always welcome here, sister.
Still no luck.
Good shot. There's
Can you
no
shoot
way
it?
I'd let you anywhere near my chickens.
You won the minors competition on the
Here's
highest
coin
difficulty.
worth one.
Thank you.
Archer champion Henry of Skalitz.
I'd like to end
But if you're so, what will it?
Let's try crossbow.
speed shooting with a crossbow. Sounds like a challenge.
But you haven't. I set everything up. One that you.
I have a crossbow. There you go.
I'd like to end.
But if you're.
I made it look
telling
easy
me
'cause it is
everybody
easy
you
'cause
got
I'm
like
good.
us, So what?
I prefer a crossbow.
Right. Do you want?
Let's start with experience.
I reckon I could tell.
Right.
Problem is that my crossbow isn't
Now you're.
speed.
Get
crossbow.
in line.
It's a power crossbow.
Let 'em fly.
So if he's got a speed crossbow, the master might beat me.
God. Are you even trying?
Me? Are you?
Can't even pick straight today.
My respects. My respects.
My respects. I'll be with you. Yeah, these ones are gonna be tricky.
Again. I should have stayed at home.
Yeah, these ones are gonna be tricky. Nice.
Fuck me if that bird ain't sounded in place.
One bird after another knocked down. My compliments.
Thank you.
Here.
Thank you.
No. Oh.
I'd like to.
But if you're so, what?
I prefer.
Right. Do you want?
Bring me the local champions.
Right.
Wait. Ah.
Now you're. Get in line.
Right.
Now.
And down he comes.
I take the easy ones. He's gonna keep missing.
He's straight today. Missed.
Easy, bro. Easy. Easy.
Gotcha! I had my eyes closed and all.
Yeah, bro. Maybe open them and try to actually hit some, huh?
Good shot. There's no way I'd let.
Thank you.
Ah, he's fucking gone again.
Christ. What now?
I leveled up my strength. That's fun. Blunt damage of melee weapons. Oh shit. My marksmanship is kinda low. But this is fun. I like this. This is a fun little game. Level up my shit. Zizka, where were you again? You were walking that way before too.
Good evening, Henry.
Good evening, Hinner.
Aye, let's drink
Kubienka. Oh wait, I have a better idea. Dry Devil, where were you? Where are you? Where'd you go? Where did you go? There you are.
Let's fight.
Look, I can't now, Henry.
Well, stop drinking and go to the fucking arena then.
God bless you.
Good to see you.
Oh no, Kubienka's disappeared. Oh no, this is.
I'd like to end.
But if you're so what's
Speed.
right? Do you want
Bring me the.
right? Wait. Now you're get in line.
Oh, I'm fighting Dry Devil.
Now.
I can't lose now. I miss! Lock in, lock in, lock in. No, miss. Fuck! Bastard!
I'd like to end.
You've come to win. So what?
Revenge!
Right. Do you want
Bring.
right? Wait. Now.
Okay, got lock in, lock in.
Your places.
Oh, not this fucker again. He sucks. Give me Dry Devil.
Good shot.
Thank you. I'd like.
But if you're so what?
Speed.
Right. Do you want
Give me Dry Devil.
wait? Now.
Dry Devil.
Get in line. And loose. Yes.
Who shot me? How am I supposed to aim like that? I'd give up now if I was you.
I'd shut up if I was you.
Down you go.
Easy.
Yes.
You wanna take that? I'll give you a chance. Ah, you missed.
This straight today.
Shooting fast is one thing, but actually hitting the target too. Here is your price.
Thank you.
It's fucking gone. I'm going back to bow. She goes up there. Is the Dry Devil here?
Good evening.
Bloody expensive horse. So why not a dark bear?
What?
These two are still here. This guy, man, keeps fucking disappearing. Ishka, Goodwin.
I heard you fought in the Battle of Kosovo.
Why wouldn't it be?
Level up!
I heard it was a horrible massacre.
Horseshit, lad.
So how did it happen? How many soldiers?
Countless, lad. At least 10,000 men on our side.
So how did the battle go?
Lord forgive me. Specific.
I don't care.
So what?
What suit this?
How could you?
Can't believe we're at the back.
Where?
I mean,
Who? So who?
only late. It's still.
They exit. So
It's only all the same. And yet,
you're cut.
aye,
You did.
aye. Remember.
Don't care. Where is this ugly mother? Don't care, Janos. Devil, let's fight.
Let's fight.
But do I look like I have time for that now? Drop by when I'm at the pen.
You're at the pen! What are you on about? You're here. Fuck her. Where is that Kubinka? No. Adder. Where is this son of a bitch? Where is he hiding?
I'm sorry.
He just disappeared from the face of the earth.
I'd like to learn.
Where's that white?
Again?
Oh, wait.
All right.
Good lad.
You can ride a horse as.
You snot-nosed brat. All right, then.
New level in horsemanship. Fight me!
Let's fight.
Do I look like drop by?
I want to fight. I want to fight. Did Kubienka appear? Yes.
I'm a bit peckish.
He ain't. Still. These two are just sitting there. Innkeeper. Bro just disappeared. Literally.
Have a kind master.
Fuck me. Crazy. Where are you going though? There's nothing for you here. Didn't even accept my revenge challenge. Not here. Alright.
Look what I have for you.
I guess that's the end of our shooting contest for today. Everyone seems to be going to sleep.
Closing time. Come again. Tomorrow, perhaps.
Alright.
I apologize.
Ah, there you are.
I'd like to learn.
It'll take. But
Marksmanship, drinking. Teach me
How do
drinking.
you always manage to hit the target?
the problem is I can't hit shit if I'm not drunk.
Isn't that a
It's
and that's what I'm.
all right.
Too late for the contest, it seems. Drinking. Level up. These are all kind of shit. Let's go to sleep. Oh, it's not on my bed. Why don't I save? Up in my bed. Why am I not tired? What the fuck?
Just a moment.
Weird. Alright. Sleepy time. Gotta pass the time. Not too much at night.
Witaj, Henryku.
And to you too, Adder. How are you?
Careful. Ooh, you wanna fight?
Let's fight.
You want the rough stuff? Practice or real weapons, I mean?
Practice.
Practice fight.
And what's your...
Give me a staff.
I'll take a staff.
And what should I...
Take a staff as well.
Take a staff as well.
As you wish.
Let's get on with it.
Can I start fighting at last? You're finished, wanker!
What the fuck?
Get fucked! How do you like that? You shot yourself! I can smell it from here! Ah! Fuck you!
Fuck you, bitch! I don't know why pushing is different just with this weapon type. With everything else, I just have to click.
I don't have all day!
With this,
Too slow!
Do I have combos with this? I don't know.
You won't get me! He came, he saw, he shot himself! Too slow!
That was a combo.
Bad luck!
What the fuck is that?
Missed your turn when they were handing out sets, eh?
Combo.
That's enough fighting for today. Let's go drinking.
Noob. Noob. Big noob. Where can I wash my stinky ass? I'm assuming I'm a little bloody. I'm kind of fine.
That's a good one.
It's more him that was bloody. Alright. So yeah, we'll do that next time. But we'll start with... Now I'm feeling quite hungry, and I need to make some food. Good progress, 2 achievements. Very nice. Yeah. Good stuff. Good progress. And Henry of Skalitz will be back next time with even more adventure.